Right, welcome back to my DofE skills, and this week I'm going to be learning how to code noughts and crosses in Python to just brush up on my coding skills and prepare to do something bigger in the future. So as I've just came across this article, just tell me what to do. I'm gonna read through it, learn how to code it, but also learn some skills along the way. And this may take 1 or 2 weeks to complete, but I'll come back with some notice and say how I get on. Right, so in a couple of days, and I've been able to just do a bit more research on how I'm going to actually do the noughts and crosses game. And how I've come up with it is I'm going to be able to do it in an array. And what an array basically is basically a variable where you can store multiple different sets of characters of data. So basically think of it a bit like a list of saying you can put something under the title of a list and have many multiple different items in the list of what you want. And the idea is when you're playing the game, you can input where you want to put the your nought or cross into the list, and from that we'll be able to tell who's won and who hasn't. Here's some basic notes on how I'm using the array in the game of noughts and crosses, so we can use the game practically. And I'm pretty sure I sorted it out, but the only thing I'm a bit confused on is how on earth am I going to be able to display it in an actual grid. So I'm going to do a bit more research on that, and then I'll be able to find out how to get moving in the game, I guess. Right, so it's the end of the DofE week for my coding, and for the noughts and crosses game I haven't done a lot of progress, but I've been doing a lot of research on top, and I'm just going to give you a run through the basic code that I've done so far. So here's the code here. So first of all, you see line 4, board equals, with all those commas and exclamation marks. So that is going to be the board. So each one of these commas is a position on the board. So if you imagine the first 3 are the top row, the next 3 are the middle row, and the last 3 are the bottom row. So that's quite easy to understand. And when it's going to be inputted, it's going to be inputted from about line 14 to line 17. So as you see, when you print board 0 to 3 and all this code here, it will show the board in the 3x3 grid we're used to. Also, all this code here tells us the rules of the game and how it will be set up on the screen. So telling them that each slot on the board is corresponding to a number. So not a lot of progress on DofE this week, but hopefully after week 4 and week 5 we'll have it completely finished, and I'll be able to show you how it works, and maybe someone playing it. So that'll be it for this DofE week. So I think it's week 3 at the moment, and I'll see you next week for the video.